you, Caroline and Phil, for all you've done for Mission Valley. Caroline, we really enjoy when you lead worship, and that's what we're going to miss. Phil, thank you for your support and your outreach for our golf ministry. So, Steve, are you going to miss Pastor Phil?
I'll miss Caroline, but I won't miss Phil because he beats me in golf. But actually, no, I will miss Phil. He's been a blessing to our church, and he's been an inspiration to our golf group, and he's brought people to our church, and he's just been a big part. And Caroline, I'm going to miss your singing, and I think you've been really good at that, and just your connection with Heavenly Treasures has been really a blessing to us too.
So, we'll miss you.
We'll miss you.
So I really can't imagine ministry without Phil, because as long as I've been coming to Mission Valley, Phil's been around me. So I played basketball. We did the MVA together. Before that, we did the Nisei League, and Phil was a part of that as well. But so, like, as far as I've known, ministry has always been around with Phil, and with Phil leaving, it's going to be a missing piece in my heart, and a missing piece in our ministry that he was there to fulfill. He's always been supportive in just in my life, because before he went to ministry and I started working at the company that I was at, we both tried to be police officers, and when Jesus kind of closed that door, we did other things, and he went to ministry, and I really admire him for doing that, because it's a calling, and I've seen him grow in the past 14 years that he's been here, and he's got a whole lot stronger. And so I'm really happy that where God is placing him in his new appointment over at the new church that he's going to be going. So I just wish you the best.
Video is not my thing, but yet I would like to encourage myself and speak for Pastor Phil and Caroline, how much I appreciate them. And they have been really blessing to our family and myself, of course. And they have been good friends to my family, especially Miyuki, who had cancer. Caroline has been regularly speaking to her and supporting her, and I really appreciate it. And Pastor Phil, when I met him was Phil, not Pastor Phil yet. My grandson's 25 years old, but when he was about 16 years old, I met Pastor Phil, and ever since, blessing to our family. And Pastor Phil baptized Christopher and Nicholas, and also adopted the grandson Ricky. It's really, really, appreciate, and it's so special to me. And then more to it is he would really listen to us. And when we want to speak something confidentially, and he listens. He could be really related to my grandchildren and lead them. I know they are not in the church now, but somehow I know he planted a Christian heart to my grandchildren. But sooner or later, it will come out.
Hey, what's up, Phil? I just want to say thank you for everything you've done for me and in my life. Your ministry's really touched me, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, so I'm really thankful and grateful for you. First of all, I still remember the first moments that we met, like you having a shaved head, you looking like a gangster, and me like kind of feeling a little awkward, but in the end, you just ended up being this like really cool, funny, genuine person, and you've had a huge impact in my life, not only my life, but like so many other people, and I'm just grateful for you, and also I just hope nothing but the best for you and your family as you guys venture off into this new chapter in your life, and I hope that people at this church get to see the person I saw, the person that that was selfless, that was loving, that was stayed true to his faith and his calling, not only as a pastor, but as a friend, as a brother, as a father. And so just want to tell you once again, thanks, Phil. I love you, man, and I'll see you soon.
Hi, Phil and Caroline. First of all, I just want to say congratulations on the position and the opportunity that God has blessed you with to go to Orange Coast and to pastor there and to do ministry there. I'm so excited for you guys to see what you're going to do in that community and how you're going to impact those people just as you've impacted everyone here at Mission Valley. Caroline, it's been such a joy to worship with you and just see your joy and your spirit and how lively you are and how loud you can be even when you're in the crowd. And I'm just thankful to have known your spirit, and I'm thankful to have had your presence in our setting of worship. Phil, of course, I want to thank you the most because you have impacted my life in such a way that I can't put into words. You have been a father figure, an older brother, so much more than a pastor, and I'm so incredibly thankful for all the work that you've done with me and for me, and the way that the Lord has worked through you to reach others that I know personally. But ultimately, I know that God has called you to Orange County for a reason, and while I will miss you every Sunday, I know that it's not the end of our friendship, and so I'm incredibly thankful for you. I can't even put into words how thankful I am for you and the work that you've done through me, in me, and the way that you're going to impact others' lives at your new church. So I love you guys so much. Thank you.
There are so many wonderful memories associated with the Sakanashis, but I'm going to share a few. Before our small group had to split into family 2 for South and North because it expanded, Phil led the whole group, and I really appreciated that he was always well prepared and guided us with God's wisdom, especially during our discussions. It's not easy to be a leader. A lot of work and discipline are required. A big responsibility comes with it too. So I really appreciate all he has done for our small group as our leader. And one quality I appreciate about Phil is that he's always calm. So I often forget that he's actually a lot younger than me. And if you don't know him well, he might look a little scary, but don't worry, he's actually a really nice guy and really easy to talk to. He just has a poker face. And Caroline, oh sweet Caroline, I love her laughter. She laughs loud and just lightens up the whole room. And I love her energy and style and so many other things, but mostly her faith in God. Caroline, your faith in God is really inspiring. It was always fun to be on the worship team with her. When she worships God, she does it in a free form that you can see that she is soaking in God's presence and grace. It is really beautiful to see. She's so real. I'm one of so many people at Mission Valley who have been so much blessed by the Sakanashis. I'm so sad that I won't get to see them often anymore, but I'm also really happy and excited about their new adventure in Jesus. May God bless you richly, Sakanashis, and please remember that I will be praying for you, and you guys will always be my beloved family in Christ.
Hey Phil, I just want to say congratulations on your new position. And we've had one heck of a run, 11 years. But I just want to thank you for those 11 years because you've really taught me a lot. You've helped me grow as a Christian and also a man. And you've been there every step of the way. So I just want to thank you for that. And through the 11 years we've known each other, you weren't only a pastor or a mentor to me, but you were like a second father to me. And it's going to be hard for me, to see you leave, but I'm really happy for you. And I just remember the moment you told me you were leaving. It was like, wow, I feel like I felt like I was losing a part of me because, I am, you had such a big part of my life, and I'm never going to forget what you did, whether it's from, middle school and all those little crazy kids that we were, you're able to deal with us, to high school and seeing me walk into that door every day after school, kind of just telling you how my day was, those are the moments you saw me grow up in, and you were able to see me progress through middle school, through high school, till now, and just, see this little boy turn into something, that I never thought I would be, and that's all because of you. And, I just want to thank you for all that. And again, so I just want to wish you a really good time at your new church, and, there's a Raising Cane's nearby, so if I'm ever in the area, I'll hit you up. But, again, thank you for everything you've done, and, I love you forever.
Caroline, first off, I just really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart just for being such a blessing to me here at Mission Valley, for me and my family's lives. I appreciate the ministry that you did here at Mission Valley. My family has been here for 7 years, and so throughout the 7 years, Caroline, I really appreciated when you would lead worship. You led worship with your entire heart and your mind and your soul, and you were just so open, just like an open book. You were so honest and transparent, and when you led worship, you shared your struggles and your pain that you were going through in your life, and in front of the entire church you did that. And it just showed that people could really relate to you, and that you would let them know that they are not alone, and that God is fighting for them. In the 7 years that I've known you, your love for God has never wavered. I see you as my role model and an inspiration to me. You are always constantly seeking after His heart daily, and also pursuing Him. And so that is something that I strive to be, and so I see that, and I learned that from you. I know with confidence that God's plans for you at Orange Coast will be a very fruitful one. The women there will be loved and cared for, and will go deeper in their walk with God, because they will see your life and how God transforms and works through you daily. I'm excited to hear how God will use you and work through your life, and you will make a deep impact at the church there, as you did here at Mission Valley. I love you, and I'm going to miss you so much, Caroline.
Dear Phil and Caroline, when I was a teenager, a wise teacher once told me that in order to fully experience the Christian life, you need to make Jesus your all in all. And I remember that phrase because when I first met both of you at Mission Valley 14 years ago, that phrase kind of came back to my head from the time that I was a teenager. And one of the reasons why it came back to my head was because I could see that here was a family that we were able to watch become a family that made Jesus their all in all. There are 3 words that I recognize that made up what being a family of all in all is, and you represented some of those. The first word is patience, and I realized through your calling here at Mission Valley that there were very many surprises. But by the time that we heard from the conference that you were going to be ordained, I think you put a lot of our doubts to rest, and we knew that through your patience, you were just following God's calling. The second word that we recognized was that your sacrifice. We realized that in your career, to be able to make a change where you already had a family and were soon to have 2 children, that being able to pursue a career in the ministry was something that was going to take sacrifice. I think the third part that we recognized that took a lot more effort was your commitment. We realized that it took patience, took 14 years, took sacrifices that we talked about, having to give up a lot of things, and we realized it wasn't an easy road, and that there were some good things and good times as well as bad times, but through it all, you stayed the course. So, Phil and Caroline, we at Mission Valley are very grateful that you gave us the opportunity to watch you develop as a family that made Jesus their all in all. It was like a parent watching their children leaving the nest and going out and being able to pursue their calling and find bigger and greater things. And by the way, the person that was a wise teacher many years ago when I was a teenager happened to be Mark Sakanashi, who, by the way, was your father. And I'm sure at this point, he's looking down at you with that unforgettable smile, saying that he's proud of you and saying, Jesus is your all in all.